Hey guys, and welcome into another video on the channel. Today we're going to be heading on over into Madden, and we're going to be doing a rebuild. Now this is going to be more of a fun type rebuild, something I'm kind of wanting to do a lot more in the future. For those of you that are waiting on the Giants realistic rebuild, I just haven't been able to finish it in simplest terms. Like, my body is just not allowing me to go back and finish it. I got frustrated with it. It was kind of hard, so I'm probably just going to have to go and redo it all over, which is, I guess, okay. So that'll be coming out sometime soon. But we're going to be doing a spin the wheel rebuild. You probably saw this on the title of the video and the thumbnail and everything. Basically, what I'm going to be doing here is we're going to randomly figure out which team we're going to go to, and we're going to be doing a fantasy draft. And I have a wheel, which should be popping up on the screen about now. I have a wheel of all the positions in the NFL. I think there's 4 receivers, 3 cornerbacks, and then a couple extra positions. There's any defensive player I want, any offensive player I want. But overall, it's going to be mostly the positions on there. And what we're going to be doing there is simply picking that position in that round. So we're going to spin the wheel each round, take that position, take it off the wheel until we have all of the positions filled out, and that will be our team. So if we get a kicker round 1, we have to take a kicker round 1. And then what we're going to do with that team is we're going to go into the season, try and rebuild it, try and trade, see what we can do, make this team win a Super Bowl year 1. So without further ado, we're going to get right into it, and we're going to hop into here where there's going to be a random name generator that we have here, and it is going to take place basically just showing what team we're going to have. So we're going to hop in here real quick and go into that. So I'll see you guys when we're there. All right, so as you can see here, we have all the NFL teams that are listed out here. Obviously, it's a little bit older of a list, so St. Louis Rams are there, and obviously the Oakland Raiders and stuff like that. But it gets the job done. That saves me some time of having to redo it. But all we're going to do is click rerun, and whatever team's the first one is the one we're going to end up doing. So we're going to rerun it here, and we're going to be the Green Bay Packers. I'm not mad at that. It doesn't really help us out in the coaching department because Matt LaFleur isn't going to be the best coach. But we're going to head on over here to the Green Bay Packers. I just passed them and select them. So the Packers are going to be our rebuild team. I'm not mad about this. So then we're going to go on over here to the wheel, and we're going to show you here. I have all the stuff on here. So if we were to spin first right here, looking at what our spin would be, our first spin would be a center. So a center would be our first pick. This is just a trial run, thank God, but that's how the wheel's going to work. All the positions are on there, etc. So we're going to hop in here and just try and get what we can. All right, so now we're about to hop into the draft here. Let's see what pick we end up getting in the first round. And we end up getting, it's a little laggy, wow, the very last pick of the first round. So we're going to get 2 picks right back to back. But wow, we could not get a worse draft spot. So heading over here to the wheel, we have the wheel right here. Let's see what we're going to end up getting with our first overall pick. Anything but a kicker. We're going to end up taking a left end. All right, a left end. That's not bad. I'm okay with that. An edge rusher to set it. And I think it's going to be J.J. Watt. J.J. Watt's at the left end position. Is there anyone like really young and good that I want? Dexter Lawrence. Josh Allen would be a cool one. But yeah, it's going to be J.J. Watt. So I'm okay with this. J.J. Watt's going to be our first overall selection. X Factor. Should be able to set the edge very well. So I'm not mad at that. That's not horrible. But we do get back-to-back picks. So this is actually a blessing for editing. I'm not even going to have to edit this. We're just going to be able to spin the wheel again. So let's go down here to left end. Find them. There we go. Left end's off the list now. And we're going to go ahead here and spin it. Actually, left end was still on the list. But we'll do it. All right. All right. Well, fullback's off the list as well. Sorry, I have to apply the changes. But I'm not going to go back and respin it because take away the fullback just because we got a bad one. But Juszczyk's getting on the squad. 86 overall out of Harvard in our second round. I mean, there's no way to cut that one. That one hurts. That one hurts. So we're going to get to the next round. All right, so here in round 3, we have a lot of options here. Von Miller's still on the board. Campbell, Antonio Brown. I mean, there's some very good talent here. So let's see what we get. This is pick number 3 here. And we end up getting a defensive tackle. So not what we really wanted. 2 defensive linemen in our first 3 picks. But Michael Pierce fits our scheme. He's semi-young, 26. He's a star. We're going to end up taking Michael Pierce here. I think it's good value. Man, it hurts taking 2 D linemen. But here we go. Take off defensive tackle. Apply those wheel changes. And we are going to hop into the next selection here as the wheel is doing it. Please give me a receiver or quarterback. We can't keep going longer than a quarter. We got quarterback. We got quarterback. Okay, perfect. Heck yeah. So thank God that we didn't have to wait like far and long out. So Matt Ryan is far and beyond the best quarterback available. But do we want to go for a younger guy? Oh, no. I was going to say maybe a Kyler Murray, but Kyler's already gone. It was really just between him and Kyler Murray. So we are going to take Matt Ryan, 87 overall. He's at least a good overall superstar. If we want to trade him, maybe a team will pay up for him, but not the quarterback I personally would want for the team. But hey, I mean, I can't complain too much about it. All right, so now moving into the next selection, we have to go down, take quarterback off the list, apply those wheel changes again, mute the damn wheel every single time, and we're spinning. And what are we going to get? I'd like a skill position. Oh, man. All right, defensive end, we're filling it out. Cam Hayward is right here. Man. Is it Cam Hayward? Everson Griffin's there. I mean, really, there's no young guys that I would want here. Tack McKinley and Carl Lawson are the youngest and best. I'd rather get a 90 overall. So we are going to take Cameron Hayward. He's not a scheme fit, but him, Pierce, and J.J. Watt on the defensive line is scary. I'll say that. It is a scary tandem to have. It's just the fact that, you know, it hurts. It genuinely hurts. So at least we're not going to get any more D linemen unless we choose to if we get the any player thing. So spinning the wheel once again. Let's see what we get here. Hopefully it's better than that. And it's... All right, let's just... Oh, man. Justin Tucker, welcome to the squad. I mean... God damn it, dude. God damn it. The 6th round, we had to take Justin Tucker. We've taken a fullback and a kicker before round 7. I mean, this is going to be a hard one. This is going to be a hard team to rebuild, man. All right, we get to pick any defensive player. Yes, this is a very good thing. All right, so top defensive player on the board is defensive tackles, which kind of sucks. But I'm thinking probably a corner. If there's any good ones left, there's not. Oh, man. All right, maybe a linebacker. We got Kerrigan, Judon, Shazier, Telvin Smith. Oh, man, there's really not any great ones. Harold Landry's young. I might take Harold Landry. 23 years old, star development. He's got to have some trade value. We got Miles Jack, Bernard McKinney, star, 26, I mean. Oh, man, Kareem Jackson, Jordan Poyer, Demarius Randall. Yeah, there's just not that too hot of a team right now. I think we're going to go with our gut here, and we are going to, it's between Ryan Shazier and Harold Landry. I think we're going to take Harold Landry here. He's a scheme fit. He's young. He should progress. So I'm not mad at that. So we were able to take the any defensive player off the board. Now, if we do get right outside linebacker, that's going to hurt because we're going to have to take 2. But, you know, we can get multiple linebackers. I'm okay with that. So now we're spinning the wheel again. And this is, what, round 8, our 8th player. Team's not looking too hot right now. So we get... You gotta be kidding me. Defensive line. Oh, my God, dude. All right. So we are... I don't even... Do we run a 4-3 or a 3-4? It's got to be a defensive tackle. Unless there's like a young defensive lineman that we'll be able to get and trade. Jeffrey Simmons. He's a normal development, though, right? Oh, he's hidden. Okay, so that might be somebody to look at, Jeffrey Simmons, due to his young age. Man, this is hard. This is really hard. Deron Payne. Deron Payne's young, 22 years old. Or we could just go for a beast and say, let's get Snacks Harrison as well. He's not going to have trade value, which sucks. I think I'm going to go with the trade value here. I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to go Jeffrey Simmons, hidden development, 79 overall. Could come back to bite us in the ass, but he's young. We should be able to trade him for something good, maybe some picks, and then flip those for a better player. But now we're in round 9. I need to take off the D-line stat there. Man, we need an offense. Our defense is good. We're okay on defense. I need an offensive guy. What is that offensive guy going to be? A wide receiver. Perfect. Thank you. Thank you so much. I've been asking for this, so I'm happy with this. Julian Edelman's the best one on the board. Oh, man. Is there anybody young that's going to progress? No, pretty much everybody's picked. Slayton's our best option for a young guy, which I'm not mad at. I think he has a star dev, 77 overall star dev. He might be somebody we could trade. Oh, I'm going to take Edelman. I don't know when I'm going to get another receiver, so I'd rather not waste it on something like this. So we're taking Edelman here. Taking the receiver pot off of the wheel. I don't feel good about this team, man. I don't know if we're even going to make the playoffs with how this team's going. Round 10, we get any offensive player. Perfect. So we already have our quarterback. We already have a receiver. I would really like a running back. Todd Gurley is still on there. I think Todd Gurley might be the pick. Unless there's a great tackle. We could get a really good tackle, but I just don't know how much they do in the sim. We might just want to go receiver too. Get another receiver. Oh, man, this is tough. This is tough. Slayton's still there. Slayton's going to have good trade value. 77 overall, hidden development. Or we can just go with a surefire running back here. Because these guys, I mean... I don't know. Star dev for Aaron Jones, 24. Star dev for Todd Gurley, 25. So they're not. The smart pick would be Aaron Jones here. But do I take him over another receiver? I think I'm going to take Aaron Jones, unless there's a quarterback. No, there's not. I was going to say, unless there's a quarterback that I could trade for. Do we have any tight ends maybe that we want to take? I know they kind of last a while. I think we're going to have to go here with a running back. We have a beast of a fullback. We might as well get somebody to complement him. We're going to go with Aaron Jones here. Probably the best one available. Star dev, 24 years old. Can't really complain about it. So, once again, take him off the list and move on to the next wheel spin. I always forget to mute this damn wheel. But we're spinning it, and we are going to end up with a tight end. All right, so good thing we didn't go tight end last round, because having two tight ends this quick would have been pretty bad. We do have Jared Cook there, I see, which is a very good one. Greg Olson's still there. Jordan Reed. I don't think he's ever playing football again, to be honest. But nobody really young that's good. Gesicki, star dev at 23. I mean, do we want Gesicki, or do we want to just go old head Olson and try and win it with him? I mean, I think that's probably the best move. Great catching stats. Take an old head that can. That way, I don't think I'm going to trade for a tight end position. Is really what I'm thinking. So let's take Greg Olson here. All right, round 12. We're spinning the wheel once again. I gotta mute the damn thing. Oh man, I always forget. But is that okay? It's right guard. Brandon Brooks is on here. I'm not even gonna switch off anything. Brandon Brooks is gonna be the pick, 93 overall. I'm happy we got him before he's off the board. Very good. All right, we can see the board visibly getting smaller and smaller. We end up getting a linebacker here, which is awesome because we only have the one I think we just have Harold Landry. So getting somebody else that can help out is going to be very good here. Anybody in the... Okay, so the middle guys are pretty much gone right now. So we got to get somebody. I think it's probably going to be Reuben Foster. I mean, 25 years old. He doesn't have a development trait. Vince Williams, 29, but he has star dev. He might be the better pick here. Because even though he's there, I mean, he's under 30. Oh, man, oh, man, oh, man. I think we go... I mean, Shaquem Griffin usually has good trade value. Same with Rashawn Gary. I'm gonna go with Rashawn Gary. I think we're gonna trade him. So we're gonna take Rashawn Gary here, probably end up flipping him for something and see what we can do there. So that's not a bad pick in my opinion. Young guy, I mean, we can get a good value out of him. So taking off the left outside linebacker spot, or not the left outside linebacker spot. Crap. Let me just. We took a linebacker, not left outside linebacker. So let's put him back on the board. All right, so we're spinning here, round 14. What are we getting? What are we getting? Another receiver. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. We need weapons. Do we want to go young here? Nico Hardman's there. We see Darius Slayton is off the board. Deontay Johnson's there. John Ross. Oh, man, I just don't see these guys actually being like a player that's going to impact. Sammy Watkins is the youngest and best. I mean, he's an 81 overall, 26 years old, but he's only got normal development. I mean, he's young, though, and he's a third best receiver. Oh, man. Am I really thinking about Aguilar here? Is that a real thought that's going into my head right now? So we are going to end up taking Sammy Watkins here. He's below 30. He's above 80 overall. Worst comes worse, he's the number 2 for us. I'm not mad at it. Him and Edelman wouldn't be a horrible receiving core, but obviously we're going to try and upgrade it. So I'm not mad at the Sammy Watkins pick. All right, heading into round 15 now. Please, no whammies. Left tackle, running back. All right, we already have Aaron Jones, but we can get another running back here. Do we have anybody that could complement him as a power back? Frank Gore is the best option at power back. I think we probably should just go young here. Philip Lindsay is young, 25. He's a star dev. I think he's probably going to be the selection here. Marlon Mack's 23 with a star dev. Yeah, let's get Marlon Mack. Let's get Marlon Mack, young. He's got a star dev. We'll be able to flip him for somebody. If not, we'll be able to use him as a tandem. I think we're probably going to flip him, though. So let's go take running back off the board and then spin right again, because let's try and get this wheel done with. It's already done a lot of harm to me. Mute the damn thing, as always. And what are we getting? Corner? Corner. Perfect. I'm cool with corner. So we don't have any of these yet. So I'm going to take... Ooh, okay, there's some good options here. 24-year-old Levi Wallace. Quinn Dunbar is out of prison, so that's good. Jordan Lewis usually progresses well, 24 years old. I think that... Ooh, do we take... I mean, Jonathan Joseph is the only... I don't think we take an old head. I think we're going to trade for a better one. So I'm going to take... I'm going to take Levi Wallace. He's a scheme fit. Probably will end up staying on the team. If not, we'll trade him. So I like that. So let's take one more corner off the board. We definitely need to start running through these corners, though, because we do not have any right now. So we need to keep doing that. We don't have a secondary. Our secondary is horrid. Our defensive line is great, but our secondary is bad. As we get another receiver. Now, I'm not mad at it. I just think that enough is enough, you know? Do we just go best available? I think we go probably like Nelson Aguilar. He's only got normal. Paul Richardson's got normal too, huh? Yeah. I mean, the best young guy is probably still... We're going to take, or maybe Mecole Hardman. Mecole Hardman, yeah, 21 years old, Mecole Hardman, hidden development. We're going to take him. I think he'll either develop well or, once again, good trade value for us. So let's take off of this receiver. I think that might be... No, we have one more receiver slot to fill, which is cool by me. I mean, get me as many as I can. So we're spinning the wheel again, and what are we getting? As we're in, round 16 now, we get a left guard. All right, I would rather have a left tackle, but I think, it's got to be Incognito. He's not a scheme fit. He's not that far off from a scheme fit either, but I'm taking Incognito. Best available guy. Let's just take him. Take left guard off the board. Keep rolling. We got 3 more offensive line spots to fill, and we'll see where it goes. So, once again, wheel. I'm going to spin it a couple times here. And, okay, let's see where it lands. Wide receiver again. All right. Wide receiver. Deshaun Jackson got selected. Larry Fitzgerald's still on the board. Larry will just do well in the sim. I think we probably just take him here. Unless we want to get, like I said, another young guy. Do they have a developmental trait? Yeah. Okay, so Preston Williams has a hidden development. Kelvin Benjamin does not have a development trait. Yeah, so everybody else doesn't have a development trait. That's kind of funny. So the only ones left are Preston Williams and Steven Sims. Wow, Steven Sims has a development trait. That's kind of crazy. I didn't expect that. So let's take Preston Williams here. I know he's a bad overall, but with a development trait, we could probably flip him in a pick for somebody good. So I like that pick here. That's it for the receivers, though. So our receiving core is not bad. I mean, not bad at all, I got to say. So apply those changes, mute that wheel, and spin. There's not too many selections left, so about, 10 maybe? So let's see what we can get here. As we're getting a left tackle, some protection, finally. Matt Ryan is not going to be left alone. Holy shit. there's no good ones. Eric Fisher, 6'7". I mean, he's scheme fit. Why not? You know, can't really go bad there. So now we just need help in the center position and the right tackle spot. So not too mad about the offensive line. It's not good, but could be worse. We're spinning this wheel. We're pulling up, and it's gonna be a linebacker right outside. Perfect. So heading over to Madden, right outside linebacker. Sean Lee's still on the board. He always produces well. Sean Lee's going to be the pick. No doubt about it for me. Wow, it just got really dark for some reason. But here we go. Right outside linebacker here. Off the board. And we only have a middle linebacker left to pick for the linebacker core, so that's good. And spin the wheel. Let's see what we're getting. Round 20-something, I think. 22. Round 22. And we get the middle linebacker. Cool. So going over to middle linebacker. Tavai is probably the best pick. 22 years old. I mean, Okereke scheme fit. He doesn't have a dev trait, though. Does anyone have a dev trait here? Neville Hewitt? Does he have it? No. Okay, so no one has a dev trait. Cool. So that means that it doesn't matter who we take. None of them are going to do it. So let's get Tavai. He's young. Yeah, he's young. That's pretty much what I can say about him. All right, we got 8 slots left on the board. I forgot to turn the sound off, but it's whatever at this point. We get a right tackle. So, thank you. Right tackle. Just like I said, going best available here because I don't think anyone has a dev trait. Oh, it doesn't let me. Oh, development trait. Here we go. Yeah, no, DeMar Dotson is the best one with a star, so let's take him. DeMar Dotson. I mean, what are you going to do at this point? I'm just super freaking excited. We haven't gotten the punter yet. So now that I said that, it probably will. No, it gets left outside linebacker. I'm so happy punter has not been taken. That would have been a slap to the face. So even with everything else that's happened, we haven't gotten that. So here in Madden, Brandon Copeland maybe, scheme fit, 28 years old. Once again, I don't think anyone's got a dev trait. Bruce Irvin does. Yeah, let's just take Bruce Irvin then. Development trait, whatever. All right, guys, not too many selections left here. So what are we going to be getting? It's going to be a free safety. So we finally get a safety. Man, they suck. Once again, dev traits. Don't think Colbert has one. Oh, he does. Wow, he actually has a star dev. He's the only person with a developmental trait. Huh. Do we take Colbert? Would that be stupid? There's a guy named Mike Tyson out of Cincinnati. Who would have thunk it? Jonathan Abrams down there, first rounder. I'm gonna take Colbert. I'm gonna try and flip him with a pick and see what we can get for him. I think we'll get some sort of value, so I'm not mad about this one. All right, Wheel, just keep the punter away from me. Keep the punter away from me. It was close. Center is the pick. Finishing up the offensive line here. Centers. I'm glad center was the last one we took. There's still some good ones up here. I'm just gonna take Lindsley, 78 overall. Why not? You know. So we're either getting a corner or a safety, or worse, a punter. But we do get a safety. We still have 2 corner slots to fill. Oh man, that hurts. But strong safety, Chuck Clark. Once again, developmental trait. Swearinger has one, but he's old. He's 28. So I'm not going to want to take him. So I don't think these guys have dev traits. Yeah, so it's just pretty much normal dev traits. We're just going to take the best available guy. And that, in my opinion, is going to be Chuck Clark. 24 years old, normal. Probably could sell him for something and see what we can get out of him. But I'm not mad at the pick. All right, it's corner or punter here. It's corner or punter here. And we get a punter. So we don't even have to spin the wheel anymore. We know the last 2 picks are going to be cornerbacks. But we do get a punter. I guess we'll probably just take... Man, actually, Chris Jones is a beast, but he's old. You know, Michael Dixon, star, 23 years old. J.K. Scott, 22 years old. He doesn't have a dev trait, though. We're going to take Michael Dixon here and go from there. So now we get to pick 2 corners for the next 2 picks. Okay, so now we don't have to spin the wheel at all, so we're just going to keep this format. No more jumping around. We get 2 corners, and then we're simming the rest of the draft. So at round 29, Traymon Williams is the best available player. DRC is up there as well as Aruye, who has actually had a very decent season last year. Devon House does not have a dev trait, so all the dev traits are gone. I'm going to take Aruye here, 23 years old, and then we'll probably come back around and take Jamal Williams just because he's the best available. And, I mean, unless there's somebody else I see, Grant Haley, Dexter McDonald, Mike Ford. Yeah, I mean, nobody, man, Jamar Taylor used to be like an 85 in Madden. Whatever happened to that, you know? Yeah, so we're going to end up taking, no, actually, I kind of want to go, oh, I didn't mean to do that. I tried to click triangle, I clicked square, so we drafted DRC. It's whatever. I'm not mad at it. I was going to go younger, but we are going to sim to the end of the draft, and we'll see with what the team looks like. All right, so now we're here. We're going to hop in. I have not touched the team. I've not looked at the team at all, so we're going to be looking at it at the same time here. And, I mean, it doesn't look that bad, to be honest, the offense at least. I mean, Juszczyk looks nice. I'm not going to lie. Was it worth the third-round pick as I think I got him? Hell no. But Matt Ryan, I mean, we got Brandon Brooks on the line. The line's pretty decent. Greg Olson's holding it down. Logan Wilson without the long hair looks so weird. But, you know, Sammy Watkins, Edelman. We got two hidden devs, I guess, in Hardman and Williams. Marlon Mack's in the back as well. So I'm not mad at this. It's pretty solid. Defensively, yeah, see, defensively is where it hurts. Man. All right, so we're going to spend some offensive capital. We're going to spend some young guys. We have Rashawn Gary. We have Bruce Irvin. You know, so we definitely have options. We need some middle linebackers. Yeah, so let's hop into some trades. Okay, so the first thing I want to do is hop into free agency and just sign some young guys here. So Darrell Henderson ended up going undrafted. We're going to sign him. He's young. Let's see, Ty Johnson. I don't want to just go all running backs. Is there any other good young guys that are there? Not really seeing any that I like. So yeah, it looks like just Darrell Henderson is going to be somebody we select. But yeah, so we're going to go and now look at some trades here. Okay, the first thing I want to do is I need a middle linebacker. My middle linebackers are horrible. So let's go look at a middle linebacker that we can go. I wish there was an easier way to really like get all these trades done. But, I mean, Tremaine Edmonds is young. You think we could pull off Levante David? I think we can do it. Levante David, who do they need? They need a left tackle and right outside linebacker. We have that. We have that. We don't have. I thought Rashawn Gary was that, but do we want to give up Harold Land? They don't want Sean Lee. I know they don't. They want a quarterback. We got Matt Moore. We got Jarrett Stidham. I mean, defensive tackle, we don't need two, I don't think. Who did I take? Oh, I took Simmons. All right, well, we don't have anybody they want is the issue. So let's see, do they even like Sean Lee? They don't. They're not interested at all in Sean Lee. All right, so I think we just go with the young guy. Maybe a Jeffrey Simmons. How do you like Jeffrey Simmons? Can we do this straight up? Not even close. All right, so let's see if we can send a first-round pick and Jeffrey Simmons for Levante David. Nope. This one might not be getting done, boys. It might have to be a Harold Landry, and I don't want to give that up. So I don't think we're getting Levante David. So we're going to look for another trade. All right, here we go. A little bit more attainable, maybe. Donta Hightower. We have Rashawn Gary to sell, which they are interested in. Let's just see. Can we do it straight up? Not even close. All right, cool. So we can't do that. Let's see. Free safety. You like Colbert? He's got that dev trait. All right, he doesn't have any trade value. So let's see if we can just get some picks going. So let's see Rashawn Gary and our first-round pick this year. Barely goes up. It goes up, but not too much. Oh, man, this might be harder than we thought. I mean, a first and a second and Rashawn Gary, they're not budging, man. So it's going to be hard. We're just going to settle for a middle-of-the-pack middle linebacker, which I'm not entirely mad at. Look, I know he doesn't have his legs functional in real life right now, or at least football-capable functional, but hey, this is Madden. I usually delete Shazier and Andrew Luck, but this is a fantasy rebuild. We're just having fun with it, so they need some help at a bunch of positions. I can try. Do you like Tavai? No, you don't. All right. Do you like Rashawn Gary? You can move him around. You can put him in different places. You don't. Do you like Bruce Irvin? Bruce Irvin's a little older? No. Do you like Sean Lee? This is my last linebacker. All right, cool. They don't like any of those guys. So maybe they'll like Simmons. How do you like Simmons? I bet you do. Wow, they are not budging. They do not like a lot of these guys. So I'm just going to go for a pick. Let's see what a third-round pick for Shazier does. They have no interest. All right. Next year's first. It's a high price. Next year's first for Shazier. They don't have any interest. All right. Man, it's hard to trade for linebackers in this game. Okay, so we finally are finding something that at least has a chance, because it's pretty hard to get it. So we're going to be trying to get Corey Littleton. Marlon Mack's already here, so maybe let's see if we can do this without Marlon Mack. Do you like these guys? No. All right, so let's just see. Can we throw 2 running backs to them? Okay, they like that. So we probably only need to give up something small, maybe like a 4th round pick. Let's go 5th round, see what it does. Nope. All right, so it's probably going to have to be a 3rd. 3rd round pick with 2 running backs. Cool. So we get a middle linebacker. Thank the Lord. Okay, so we're almost halfway here with this trade. So getting Rashawn Gary off will be good. I don't really have anything else that they want. So let's just try and get this with draft picks. Let's go with a 4th rounder, see how high that gets us. All right, so we probably have to throw high value picks here. A 2nd gets us all the way up, so maybe 2 seconds. Can we do that? Can we not burn her first? 2 seconds? Oh, okay, that hurts. All right. All right, next year's first. Just please. That's great. Look at this. Look at this. My finger doesn't even fit. This is ridiculous. You gotta be kidding me. I also hate that you can only put 3 things into the trades here. It's like, let me do my shit, you know? All right, so let's take out the 2nd, and let's see if we can find somebody that they like that is expendable. You guys like Henderson? No? All right. All right. No big deal. No big deal. Mecole. Preston, maybe? Preston? You like Preston? All right, well, do we want to get rid of Mecole here? Rashawn Gary, Mecole, and a 1st. We might even have to give up the 1st. Rashawn Gary, Mecole Hardman, and a 2nd. Perfect. Cool. I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that. We get Anthony Harris. We get a good free safety. I'm happy with that. All right, so we do end up striking a trade. I'm not really ecstatic about it, but we end up getting rid of our this year's 1st and 4th round picks with Jeffrey Simmons for Jonathan Jones. It doesn't feel good, but our corner spot is so weak. I'm just looking through receivers, and the Buccaneers got Mike Evans and Chris Godwin as their 2 receivers. What are the odds of that actually happening in a fantasy draft? That's weird. That's so weird. Let's go after John Brown. I think John Brown would fit this team pretty nicely. Let's just try and give him a draft pick. Let's just give you next year's 2nd for him. Will we take that? All right, no interest. Cool. How about a 1st from next year? How about that? That's a little bit better, huh? Okay. All right. You like Nick Martin? Nope. Cool. Man, I just don't have the depth. I just really don't have the depth for this. I mean, they want a middle linebacker, maybe Tavai. No, they don't even like Tavai. I don't have any corner. I mean, DRC is like the only dude I have. Wow, so I can't even get John Brown. Like, let me literally. Oh my God, Nate Harrison's freaking forehead. Oh my Lord. I am so sorry you guys had to see that. I feel stupid even trying to do something like this, but a 1st, a 2nd, and a 3rd all next year for John freaking Brown. And they still don't want that. Dude, if somebody calls up the Bills right now and says, hey, I want to give you my 2021 1st round pick, my 2nd round pick, and my 3rd round pick all next year for John Brown, the Bills are putting you on hold, laughing, and then accepting the trade. Come on, Madden. I just don't see ourselves making another move, so let's go to the regular season and just kind of see where we're at. Let's try that. Let's move to the regular season. Let's see where we're at. I haven't even been recording this one. Oh, wait, yes, I have. No, I haven't. I can't tell. I'm recording, I think. All right, well, let's just keep trying. Because... All right, so, I mean, set a goal. We only got one goal with this series, and that's to make the Super Bowl. So, set the goal. LaFleur, how you doing? We got some upgrades for some players. Let's see what they got. DRC is getting better. That's cool. I mean... Okay, well, I don't even get the trade system. We get Taron Johnson for next year's first and a third, and it got accepted first try. So I don't even get the trade value thing anymore. So at least we got another corner. Probably overpaid for him. Man, I mean, I guess what else draft picks do I have? I still have next year's second, next year's fourth, and this year's fifth. Let's see if I can get us a middle of the pack receiver. I know Preston Williams is developing, but I'd rather still have like a 76 or something, you know, like somebody decent, like Philip Dorsett. Can we get Philip Dorsett? A little bit more value. All right, I can work with this. I can work with this. It says they need a corner. I have no need for Sharice Wright. Would you look at that? Why are the trades easy like this before? So now with the two additions, we have Philip Dorsett here at wide receiver 3. Preston Williams moving down to 4. Offense is looking even better. And defense, I feel a little bit better now that I have Johnson there with Jones and Wallace. So we could go after a better strong safety, but I think we're okay for right now. Let's sit pretty. Let's see where we're at around the trade deadline. We end up losing in week 2, but we do have a breakout player scenario here for Levi Wallace. That'd be pretty big for us. So Levi Wallace, we need to hold them to 200 yards. Let's try it. Let's hope. Let me turn on auto progress as well, because I do not need to be. So we lose 10-6 to the Lions. That's pretty sad. But the Raiders have not won a game. If we lose to the Raiders, I'm going to be so mad. I'm not looking at the screen. What is with this team? Oh. We're at the midway point. This is the trade deadline. So let's look at how the team's performing, because we're third in the division right now. Matt Ryan's not throwing touchdowns. That's the start. 10 touchdowns. That's 10 touchdowns in 8 weeks. That's ass. That's ass. Aaron Jones having a good year. Juszczyk's having a good year. Sammy's having a great year. Edelman's playing well. Olsen, Williams, Dorsett. I mean, we need to throw more touchdowns. How are we doing on the defensive line? I mean, I'd hope our defensive line is doing well. And 3 turnovers. Yeah, with the turnover department's really not. It's secondary. I knew it was going to be the secondary. I mean, like, I don't even know what else I could do. Are you going to try and upgrade somebody? Like, maybe send, like, I don't know, Levi Wallace? Nah, I'd rather keep Levi. It's like Taron Johnson. Let's attach some picks to his name and see if we can upgrade there. A 4th and a 5th. A 4th and actually this year's 6th is probably more value for teams. So any teams that want him, I saw one team that was in the green. All right, there's one team in the league that wants Taron Johnson. That's great. And we paid for a first rounder for him. All right, and I mean, can we go to Trey Waynes? Can that get us to Trey Waynes? Does that 5th have more value, maybe? No? All right. We just got to get a player, probably. Let's attach that 4th. And I'll give you Jordan Wilkins. Take Jordan Wilkins? Cool. Cool. We upgraded Trey Waynes. That's a couple of overalls up. I'm not mad at that. We'll go get another running back in free agency. Not hard to replace. Justice Hill, we got 21 years old, 71 overall, normal development. Cool. Welcome to the squad, Justice. All right. That's it. That's all we're doing. That's all our moves. This is the final roster for the squad. See, how are we going to lose to a team that hasn't won yet and then go kick a 5-2 team's ass the next week? I'm struggling to figure it out, man. I am struggling to figure it out. We got a weekly award. Who was it? Who had a good week? Matt Ryan, 3 touchdowns, 310. I mean, thank you. Thank you so much, because that instills a little bit more confidence in me. So week 9, come on, boys. We need to make these playoffs. We lose. We're 4-5. It's not looking too hot. We're going into a bye week. After this week, we lose. I'm not even talking to you, Incognito. We are not looking well right now. Dude, what do we have? We're 4-6. I mean, the division's not wide open. Our running back's frustrated. Aaron Jones, why are you frustrated? You literally have you're on pace for 1,000 yards. All right, let's hope. 12 touches. If the CPU is not giving Aaron Jones 12 touches, we have a bigger issue. Please. 12 touches for Aaron Jones. Please. You better have done it. We lose again. Yep, he said we did. It's his fault. Cool. Get better. I mean, we're probably out of the playoffs. It's 4-7. We're 4-7. We need to win out. If we lose to the Giants here, I think we're out. 4-8. I'm just simming to the playoffs. I'm not even looking at anything else. Let's go to the playoffs. See if we made it. If not, it's the end of the video. This has been horrible. This took such a bad turn. Week 17, did we win the division? We did not. We beat the Lions last week. That's cool. That was our only win. Oh my God, this team went 5-11. This team went 5-11. We are an 86 overall. 5-11. I mean, Preston Williams went up to a 77 from 71 to 77. So good for him. I mean, it had to have been the defense, right? It had to have been the defense. Not getting corners that late was hard to go on. So let's go to the stats category. Let's see what we're looking at. Okay, Matt Ryan, 27 touchdowns, 5 picks. He needs more touchdowns, but that is a good year. 5 interceptions. He wasn't turning the ball over, so that's good. Rushing, almost 1,000 yards and 8 touchdowns. Juszczyk, our top 5-round pick, 4 touchdowns on the ground. I'm on the ground. He added 100 yards on the ground. This is big. Not from the pass game. Sammy was a 1,000-yard receiver with 8 touchdowns. Huge. Edelman had a pretty bad year. Olsen was decent. Williams had a decent year. Dorsett wasn't worth the trade. Juszczyk had another 2 touchdowns. So Juszczyk was a weapon. Holy shit, Eric Fisher. Dude, you just letting everybody build past you. So we needed a better left tackle. I mean, that's pretty simple. A lot of tackles there. Sack department, 11.5 from Watt. Landry had some. Irvin had some. Pierce had some. I mean, yeah, 4 interceptions as a team. It was the secondary. Dude, Justin Tucker, why did we waste a 3rd-round pick on you or whatever it was for you to kick 73%? Oh, my gosh. I mean, yeah, we didn't get no return game. I don't know what to say. If you guys enjoyed these kind of rebuilds, please be sure to let me know in the comment section below. As I mean, they're fun to do. This one was a little bit harder than most, but hopefully we can end up winning one. But I do appreciate you guys watching. So if you did enjoy the video, like I said, leave a like on it. It helps me out so much. Be sure to subscribe. If you didn't, refresh the page, check it out again. Let me know what you think a second time. And without further ado, that is going to be for me. I'll see you guys in the next one.